Hey, coin collectors and curious minds! Welcome back to Old Charles, the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins and uncover their history, design, and, of course, their value. In today's video, we're exploring an iconic coin, the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin. Whether you're a collector, a history buff, or just someone with a keen eye for treasure, you're in for a treat. Let's start with a bit of history. The Australian 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, replacing the pre-decimal currency as part of Australia's transition to the dollar system. The original 50-cent coin was made of 80% silver, but due to rising silver prices, it was replaced in 1969 by the familiar cupronickel version, 75% copper and 25% nickel. Now, fast forward to 1981. This was an interesting year for Australian coinage because the demand for 50-cent coins was so high that production had to be outsourced. While the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra struck a significant portion, additional coins were minted overseas in Wales and Canada. Yep, some 1981 coins you come across might not have been minted in Australia at all. The obverse features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This design was widely used on coins from the Commonwealth countries during that period. The real star of the show is the Australian coat of arms, beautifully designed by Stuart Devlin. You'll see the kangaroo and the emu standing proudly on either side of the shield, which represents the 6 states of Australia. Above the shield is the Commonwealth star, and the entire design is surrounded by the coin's denomination, 50 cents. One fun fact about the coin is its unique dodecagonal shape, 12 sides. Not only is this shape practical for vending machines, but it also makes the 50-cent coin instantly recognizable. Here's something to look out for: mint marks. As I mentioned earlier, 1981 50-cent coins were minted in 3 locations: Canberra, no mint mark; Llantrisant in Wales, with a tiny dot above the date; and Ottawa in Canada, with a slightly different rim style. If you have a keen eye, identifying where your coin was minted can add an extra layer of interest to your collection. Alright, let's talk about value, something every collector is eager to know. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin is quite common, with over 65 million pieces minted in total. Because of its high mintage, circulated examples don't fetch a high price. In average circulated condition, these coins are typically worth their face value, 50 Australian cents. However, coins in better condition, such as those graded as extremely fine, EF, or almost uncirculated, AU, can fetch around $1 to $2 AUD. For pristine, uncirculated coins, the value can go up to $5 or even 10 Australian dollars depending on the buyer. There's more. Keep an eye out for error coins. Occasionally, misstrikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks occur during production. These errors can make a coin much more valuable, with prices ranging from $20 to 100 Australian dollars or even more, depending on the rarity and type of error. So, check those coins carefully. Now, if you're looking to add the 1981 50-cent coin to your collection, here are a few tips. Try to find coins with minimal scratches, no stains, and sharp details. Many collectors prefer to gather coins minted in all 3 locations, Canberra, Wales, and Canada. Keep your coins in a protective holder or album to preserve their value. Sometimes, you can find hidden gems in your pocket change or at flea markets. So, there you have it. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a slice of history, a work of art, and a potential treasure for collectors. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned numismatist, this coin is definitely worth exploring. The story of the Australian 50-cent coin begins in 1966 when Australia made the bold transition from pounds, shillings, and pence to a decimal currency system. The original 50-cent coin released that year was made from 80% silver, giving it a distinct shine and a collectible appeal. However, there was a problem: rising silver prices. By the end of 1966, the silver content in each coin was worth more than its face value. To prevent financial losses and hoarding, the government quickly removed the silver coins from circulation. This led to the introduction of the current cupronickel version in 1969, made from 75% copper and 25% nickel. It retained the same size and iconic dodecagonal, 12-sided, shape we know today. Fast forward to 1981. This was a unique and busy year for Australian coinage. The demand for 50-cent coins was so high that the Royal Australian Mint couldn't keep up with production on its own. To meet this demand, coins were outsourced to two overseas mints, the Royal Mint in Wales and the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa. So, what's fascinating about the 1981 50-cent coin is that it exists in three different variants, depending on where it was minted. Coins produced in Canberra have no mint mark, while those from Wales feature a tiny dot above the year, and Canadian minted coins have subtle differences in the rim and strike quality. It's a little piece of Australian history with an international twist. Let's not forget the brilliant designer behind the 50-cent coin. Stuart Devlin, an Australian artist and goldsmith, was the mastermind behind the reverse design. His artwork featuring the Australian coat of arms, complete with the kangaroo and emu, has become a national icon, appearing on every 50-cent coin since 1966. Now, let's talk about an important aspect of coin collecting: condition. The condition of your 1981 Australian 50-cent coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins are graded based on their appearance and the level of wear, and collectors generally look for coins in the best possible state. These coins are heavily worn and may have major scratches, dents, or faded details. You'll see significant wear on Queen Elizabeth's portrait and the Australian coat of arms on the reverse. Coins in this condition are usually only worth their face value, 50 cents. In this range, the details of the design are visible, but there's still noticeable wear. For example, the finer lines on the shield or the kangaroo and emu might be smooth. These coins may be valued slightly higher than face value, but not by much, around $1 at most. Coins in extremely fine condition show only minimal signs of wear, often limited to the highest points of the design. The details on the coat of arms and Queen Elizabeth's hair are still sharp, but you might notice a few light marks. These coins can fetch $2 to $3 depending on the market. Almost uncirculated coins are close to perfect but may have one or two minor scratches or nicks. The original mint luster, the shiny surface from the minting process, might still be partially intact. These coins are valued higher, usually around $5 or more. This is the highest grade a coin can achieve. Uncirculated coins have no signs of wear and retain their full mint luster. They look as though they've just been struck. For a 1981 50-cent coin, an uncirculated example can be worth anywhere from $5 to $10, and potentially more if it's a rare mint variant or has exceptional strike quality. To accurately determine the condition of your coin, use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Pay close attention to the high points of the design, such as Queen Elizabeth's crown and the kangaroo and emu on the reverse. These areas are often the first to show wear. And here's a tip: if you think your coin is in pristine condition, consider having it professionally graded by a third-party grading service. A certified grade can significantly boost your coin's value in the collectors.